Hi, Mr. Allen. My name is Katie, and I'm going to be your nurse today. The doctor said you're having a little bit of trouble with sleep. Could you tell me a little bit about that, please?
Sure. Yeah. You know, I have a really hard time falling asleep, and then when I do finally fall asleep, I'm waking up like every 2 hours.
Okay. Okay. Well, wow. I bet that's really impacting your quality of life. It doesn't.
It is, you know, because then the next day I'm just tired and
Absolutely.
hard to focus.
No, I understand that. The doctor tells me that you are interested in some interventions that don't involve medication. Is that true?
That's correct. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, good. Well, then that's kind of going to be my role today. So I'm interested in teaching you how to build a sleep routine, kind of help creating a schedule that will help you hopefully be able to fall asleep better and get a better night's rest. Are you willing to do that now?
Sounds great.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I have a couple things for you. So I'm going to give you a little pad of paper. So why don't you jot some notes down while we're talking. Also, I'm going to give you this handout. What I'm going to do is review with you some ideas and tools that have helped with other people with creating a sleep schedule. So we'll go ahead and go over those things. And at any time, if you have any questions, go ahead and stop me. Or we can just go ahead and review things at the end. Whatever works better for you, okay? So something that really works really well for people is sticking to a sleep schedule. So what that involves is going to bed at the same time every night and waking up at the same time every day, you know, regardless of the day. That means, 7 days a week, so that means my body gets into the habit of knowing, okay, this is the time I go to bed and this is the time I wake up. So a regular schedule is extremely helpful. Something else that's proven really helpful for folks can be practicing kind of a nighttime routine. I mean, that can include every night before I go to bed, I take a hot bath. I use essential oils. I have a prayer time, all sorts of different things. Like every night I do this. So it's another way to signal to our body and our brain, it's time for bed. Something else that's been helpful, of course, is avoiding naps. Exercising, getting some exercise every day is really helpful, believe it or not, in promoting sleep. Making sure that your bedroom is not too warm. Actually, between 60 and 67 degrees has been found to be optimal for people to get a good night's rest. Okay. Sleeping on a comfortable mattress. I mean, believe it or not, I know you also talk about you've had chronic pain issues in the past, so having a comfortable mattress is key. Something else is using bright lights to help manage your circadian rhythms. And what that means is, in the morning, earlier in the day, get as much bright light in through your eyes, so it's taking in the sun and all the light you can find in the morning, and then avoiding brighter lights in the evening.
Yeah, I work outside, so I get plenty of light.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Excellent. This is more like things to avoid. So, a big heavy meal right before you go to bed, or excessive amounts of alcohol and cigarettes late in the evening can be detrimental to good sleep. And then kind of also a part of the creating the routine is the winding down. So doing calming activity before you go to bed, of course, reading books and things like that, things that aren't really energizing right before you go to sleep. And something else extremely helpful is if you're having trouble falling asleep, is to get up, go to another room until you and to do something relaxing until you feel tired, and then get back in bed. Because we really want our bedrooms to be a place where our body knows, okay, this is where I can sleep, this is where I can relax. So if we lay there tossing and turning, feeling anxious, then it kind of creates, then there's a thing with going to bed, So if you're feeling that way, then get up, go to another room, do something calming, and come back in bed. Which one of those tools, or which one of these things do you have questions about, or could be useful for your own sleep?
I wrote down a couple.
Okay, cool. Tell me about it.
I think that I could work on a more regular sleep schedule. I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. Not only on the weekends, but during the week as well. But I think part of that problem is, I work a real physical job, so when I get home, I'm pretty tired. I like to take a nap sometimes, 2 hours. And I'm sure that's probably affecting it, Mm-hmm. I can try and cut out the naps. Maybe that'll help me get on a more regular sleep schedule. And also, I wrote down talking about a nightly ritual / routine, which one of those things you included was, essential oils, Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's certain scents that have been known to be relaxing. Lavender of course, is one scent. I actually, believe it or not, I have some samples here
Okay.
because I do these talks a lot, and people often ask about that. And so, if you've never used essential oils before, people have found them to be helpful to rub them on the palms of their hands, on the soles of their feet, or some even on the wrist. I mean, personally, I find, it's kind of like as part of your nighttime routine, rubbing a little bit, just kind of on your wrist here, a little bit like that. Would you like to try that and see if that could be something that you might use? This is a sample that you can keep.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Would you go ahead and do you want to try that now?
Oh, you want me to do it now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great. Why not just try it so I can see?
Just on my wrist. That's
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, try it out. See, and then see if that scent is agreeable to you, and then see it's kind of the relaxation between number one, the scent.
Oh yeah, I love lavender. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, excellent. Well, why don't you go ahead and use these tools that we've hopefully implement these things this week.
Okay.
I know the doctor wants to see you back in a couple of weeks to see if these methods are helping you, and see what other further interventions that may be necessary. Okay.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, sir.
Bye.